Hello, this is KRBrickBot, and my temporary camera setup isn't big enough to contain the unit that is Tobot v Gigant v, or Gigant v Gigant. I guess you could either say Gigant or Gigant. Not to be confused with the other Korean Robo-Gigant. Not that anyone else would be confused. Same Season 2 packaging. The main highlight robot mode photo is actually the combined mode of Twin Blade, sold separately into Gigant Saver. The police car, fire truck, and ambulance combined into Gigant V, and it looks like this is a extra Christmas event sticker. I assume you could register this product for Korean residents for a chance to win some sort of Christmas package surprise, something. Side of the box. This side of the box, long portrait, Gigant V, 3-stage combination stuff, and highlighting of the Gigant V and Twin Blade. Yeah, these do kind of look like chips, but I assume there are no watch chips or whatever. So there's a CG renders with a weapon, Tobot V Season 2, bottom of the box. September of 2020, released in November. Okay, now to unveil the legendary Tobot. So these do not have individual names or individual personalities, I'm assuming. It looks like these three vehicles are collectively Gigant V or Gigant V. Yeah, so Gigant V's vehicle mode is the traditional classic emergency kids playset of a police car, an ambulance, and a fire truck. Taking a look at the police car first. Pretty generic police car, like a italicized police. It's although it's kind of looking like a Ford Mustang-ish, like a really sporty car with like a low riding bumper and that real trapezoidal grille and reinforced bumper. And also, yeah, looks like a really roddy kind of police car with these giant engine exhausts on the hood. Gold lining and blue lining and a red siren top. That kinda looks like something. Gas cap, some rear stuff, like really big exhausts. Rolling pinwheels. Really sweatback angles here. It also has more subtle details like this JV raised initial on either side. A grille with slanted lines towards a V shape there with a license plate with Judge on it. Whatever that's a reference to. The rear has a V-shaped central exhaust between massive exhausts. Not sure what they're going at here, but those are some nice bits of sculptage. Yeah, although it is kind of unfortunate the sculpting is kind of broken like this for the front window. But that's what it is, and separately molded transparent blue lights. That's a very nice little multi-parts usage. And the underside's looking like a typical car, like with all sorts of lining greebling to make it look like an underside of a car, no obvious robot bits. And here's Mini Captain Police. Oh, I'm sorry. Sergeant Justice to you American and other Asian fans of Tobot Galaxy detectives. So yeah, this is like a big deluxe car. And a very nicer one looking too, instead of this cheaped out looking mini version. And this looks like much more like a street car than this rad rod. So this ambulance is looking pretty suburban and also pretty small. It does have some nice metallic green striping and text right along there, including the raised cross. Little wheels, little roller wheels. Separate transparent red lights. A smooth curved windscreen. Reinforced silver bumper and transparent blue lights. The doors and the side window there and some molded doors. It's just looking at like a straightforward ambulance with some fist-shaped things on the underside. Yeah, this would look good as Ratchet, but this isn't Ratchet. And the main centerpiece, this big old wide fire truck with 2 hose ladders.
Our worlds are in danger.
Apart from that awesome but impractical feature, this is looking fairly realistic, except also its wide chonkitude. I mean, this thing does not look street legal. I mean, it would take up more than 1 lane, what I'm saying. But it still looks like a fire truck. Like a simple white striping across. The 119 is the only thing that denotes this as a Korean fire truck. All sorts of dials and bells and whistles on here. Real low clearance tires, 6 wheels. More silver painted bits. No, these look like some are painted and some are molded right in. But surprisingly, it looks like the silver paint here, it looks like it really matches up with the darker silver plastic. Usually this silver is, you know, bright silver, but they did a really good color matching job with some of these parts. The back has some golden rear lights, only 2 circle things. I'm not even sure these are rear lights. I don't think this thing has any rear turn signals, so there's that. The back is looking pretty unsightly. Just a little bit of gappage. And the ladders are ratcheted with this base here. So yeah, you could turn this knob for some shooting action. And also a separate ratchet base here. And it all locks in on this top right here. This looks like here. And it's extendable or lockable. Although it's looking hollow here, but well detailed in the inside. It's unusual, I assume because the details take priority in the robot mode than the truck mode. So yeah, there's more sirens on the way back here, all the way back here, so the sirens are covered up by the hoses, the ladders, so that's also impractical. Unless I see other sirens. Are these the sirens as well? Oh, and this thing does have weapon storage, this axe, the little hatchet, but it only tabs in the one hole here. There's one little hole on right here, which is not all that hollow, so this thing does pop out easily, so watch out for that. Especially if you slam the ladders too hard on it, then it just goes plopping right off. Also, obvious gappage and robot mode torso. So yeah, kids will like this big red bright fire truck. V transformation. Unlatch it and slide in those ladders. Untoggle that axe. Yeah, first you extend those legs. Yeah, so just make sure to flip them back. Or just try to force it off like this. Yeah, this is easily removable though, so there's that, so that the kids won't go breaking it. Foot down, foot down. One click, one click. Flip this around. Yeah, these are not the arms, these are the shoulder bits. So that's it for the torso mode. Ambulance arm mode, split it right in half. Fold out these bits on these transparent hinges. Pretty straightforward, really. So it looks like there are 2 tabs in here that just slot right in those black unsightly blocks. And it looks like this piece right here, this little clip, just clips in the lower shoulder, so now he has arms. Just slide in and lock in. Yeah, be careful not to somehow untoggle those. The police car splits in half by pulling it by like a spring-loaded stuff. Okay, not really spring-loaded. Looks like it's just on a simple slider and spring-loaded nubs, red nubs. So yeah, that forms the robot head. And come to the back, and there's a little tab here. Unlatch that. Then clip it in right here. No, wait, that's the other way around. That is not a secure connection. You just slink it over and then clip it on the front. And there's Gigant V. Or if your kid lost the ambulance, have a fire hose arm Gigant. So I guess this is like J. Decker Duke Fire, but with a police car thrown in and modernized. It just looks like a straightforward combiner copolymer with some VQs like these shoulders here, like super robot style, and industrial looking knees. And siren knees with some dark blue and gold to give it that royal look. That rich look. The arms are arms in car, van, ambulance, gloves. So yeah, that's always an unsightly thing whenever combiners or robots do that. Massive shoulder cannons. And a super Judge Dredd looking frowny V head that forms the sirens of the police car, and those gold plates on the back of the fire truck mode now forms little shoulder thingies. Hey look, flippable visor. So he has eyes under that scowly face. White scowly face. So I guess it's just casual mode and then battle mode. Yeah, two different looks. So as you see, he does have quite a good range of ball socket motion. Full all around and up and down and side to sides. As the rest of the articulation goes. Yeah, only outward 3 clicks because of how the arm is constructed and the ladders. But really nice ratchety shoulders. Soft locking 90-degree elbows, no bicep swivels or a double jointed elbow. This kind of looks like 2 joints, but it's not double jointed. Legs. Back that much, forward that much. It does the spreads that much. If you pop that off, you can get the full spread there. Just be careful not to lose these. Knees that much and a lower thigh swivel for no transformation purpose. Really would prefer the upper thigh swivel. And a 1-click ankle tilt. And inner ratchet joint. A Tobot toy with ankle tilts. A very slight ankle tilt, but like one of the first with ankle tilts and no A stance. And his main accessory is this little rescue hatchet axe, one-sided, with a subtly molded handle so that it fits exactly into one of his hands at an angle. Angled axe. You can't flip it the other way. I mean, you would think a giant titan of a combiner would have something more impressive, but he has a little throwing hatchet, or just battle hatchet or whatever. I guess this could be some sword hilt if you look at it in some way. Yeah, but as this is a rather underwhelming tool for this giant thing. And speaking of big, he's just a little shorter than a commander class Jetfire. So, going off of a story tangent here, it appears that the Gigant V is the legendary Tobot in that space sci-fi kids adventure. I guess he's the ultimate Tobot of all the Tobots. He's going to Ex Machina the 3 Season 2 Tobots out of their evil dark virus. Just as Master V Ex Machina Piersung and his Tobot Rangers from certain doom. And thus we had the matchup nobody was expecting and nobody really wanted. Only for both of them to be Ex Machina again? Weren't he just saving Maximus V's to have him a evil Maximus V? And then be saved by Gigant V? At this point, Tobot V Season 2, in my opinion, has gotten so convoluted that it's kinda getting predictable. On the one hand, Gigant V is just another Tobot copolymer with no individual robot modes and more like a modern Super Sentai combiner. But on the other hand, it is pretty appealing to have just 3 emergency vehicles into one giant robot. Also, it's a good chug size, so this will fit right into a chug collection. And it's like a modern Takara Brave toy, so if you're into that kind of super robot style, then this is also appealing. And stay tuned!